Streaming, okay, cool. Having some technical issues, which can happen, of course. Right? That can happen. Technical issues, yeah. I'm just, we're not, I have to, it says live. So is it live? Yeah, we are live, finally, that's good. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, thank you. So hey guys, how are you? How are you doing? I'm just going live here for like, you know, half an hour, depends. Sometimes, well, often we go longer, right? We do that. It tends to happen because when we talk charts, we actually enjoy our, you know, it's good. Just setting up, you know, let's see again who we will get in here. How many are we? Not that many, but you know, it will come. It will come for sure. Ask me anything. Yeah. Good. People are joining, so we're just gonna go straight in, and meanwhile I'll just talk a little bit to myself here, and I will get some new music on here. Get some what do we want to listen to? We want to listen to Muse. Yes, that's good. Muse is fine. So hey guys, again, ask any questions in the chat and we'll have a look. What is EC doing here? We just, ooh, that's a big retest. Yeah, that's totally fine. Massive retest. So you're correct, Adrian. I saw you in the chat here. That is, yes, for sure. Add. Absolutely. Absolutely. Still looking good. So I would agree. I would agree. You just mentioned that one. And very clearly this high here where we started to puke into the Trump tariffs got tested. That's good. So yeah. So that is, again, to me, even though we've come down from like 10.7 to 950, it's still good. You can add here easily, by the way. Stop loss below the blue here or the longer term, you know, like 8, 7. This is a longer term play. Longer term, yes. Dividends, really good. Yeah, it could be. Ideally, we hold that one, right, Sarge? The back test. We did see a little bit of an intraday bounce, like a hammer on the daily. So that's good. Hammer, that's fine. Silver looking, ooh, again. Not gonna celebrate, but it's a very good start to the week. Like we talked about this, you know, last day, Sunday. Ooh, up to, look at that. You also have vibes of, so for now we are very happy with the silver price. Very happy. It could change, of course, but right now we are stoked. You can see here we're coming into a legacy neckline right around 51.5. I think we could get a pushback there a little more. So gold to silver ratio. I like your thoughts. It is the most important thing. It is. It's the most important thing right now. It's still in a bit of a no man's land short term, right? You know the level. Until we get below that 78. It's all just, I wouldn't say wishful thinking, but that is when we start to really be happy. But we do have this kind of inverse cup and handle vibe still. So still bearish heavily. However, our, the time for it to break could get extended if we start to break these two lines here, the red and the yellow. Then we could see some bad stuff happening in the entire markets, by the way. So, but for now we have a bearish mindset in the ratio. Definitely. JNOC, oh yeah, leverage, 2x leverage. Oh, we have some old stuff going on here as well. The long call 62, yes, 62. Oh, nice. I haven't been looking at this in quite a while. Look at that. We hit the prior triangle. That's pretty good. Or like the prior structure high. So, like, of course, anything above that, and we could rally into like 800 or so. 680. Yeah, thereabout. But let's see what happens here. Bit of a mix right now. It's a bit of a mix, yeah, it is. Just checking here if we have an identified uptrend, which I don't think we have. The upper end is probably okay, but the lower end is a bit... For now, it's just bullish structure. This one is a bit more damaging, but yeah, exactly, exactly. Well spotted there. So these two, very good, right? The breakout, the bull flag, huge move down. It could produce some bear flags, but again, we do have, yeah, it's difficult. Again, we can't really celebrate too early, but or cry too early, basically. You can see here it's a battle, right? So let's see what happens. But it was a good start today. We gotta listen to some different music here. Yeah, good. Again, guys, just ask questions. Yeah, we'll have not a whole lot happening in crude oil or oil. The stocks looks pretty okay. To be honest, there has been a few good breakouts. So ISO, I haven't looked at ISO. Why don't we have that on the list? Oh, cool. We need to align that one. Yeah. Okay. This seems like a breakout backtest moment, but also I like it here. I really do. I like it there very much indeed. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the low of a neckline, right shoulder. Oh yes, lovely. Look at that. So this is the vibes that I'm getting. So if we zoom in 2 hourly, we do have vibes, right? Not perfect. Yeah, exactly. Boom. Yes, gorgeous. Yeah, it's a part of a bull flag to me. Breaking out would be roughly 12. Not 12, but 12.5 or so. But this has, bullish divergence written all over it. And momentum also seems to confirm that shortly, I would assume. Again, looking back, if we were to look back in like a few months, if we can start to break the high here at roughly 11.5, roughly, I wouldn't be surprised that this is the low and we would be somewhere, here. I wouldn't be surprised. Platinum, palladium, end of year. Ooh, that's only 1 month, isn't it? Only 1 month. Where would they be? We did cover that actually. Those two charts. It depends. If we start to drop below here on the palladium, I think end of year will be roughly 1200 and change. 1250. If we can break this stuff here to the upside, I think we could get close to 1600s, roughly. Platinum, same thing here, basically. As long as we hold 1500, we are bullish, and we actually also had a little bit of a daily breakout now. But end of year, we could see the highs if we start to rally here. We could see like 1700s breaking down. $14. So it depends which way it kind of goes, right? But I don't think we're gonna go a lot higher than 1700s to the upside if that's the case. Japan yields. Oh, what's the ticker for that? I assume. Oh. That was a very bad song. What the hell was that? What a mess. Again, we are printing, new highs. But also I would be, again, if we start to, you can see we're actually breaking this little like half year wedge to the upside. If that's a false breaky, we could see 1.2 again. But for now it is treated as a breakout to the upside from a bearish wedge, which typically could lead to some really nasty stuff. In this case, nasty in bond yields. So. But we're also pretty darn close to the highs of 2008, right? So we could see 2 before anything major, resistance wise. So that's very intriguing. How's the daily looking? Let me check here. Again, feel free to ask questions, guys. I'm just sitting here anyways sometimes, Just did the updates for the Substack, so now we're gonna have some fun, right? Splashing with charts, basically. So you can see here we're breaking out, increased angle to the upside. And that is almost always what you get if you have, in this case, it's a bearish structure. Breaking to the upside typically lead to some pretty steep incline, but typically they come down hard. So momentum daily. So very bullish right now on the Japanese 10-year. However, if we start to trade below momentum, which right now is at 11% above the daily long term, then we will be in for a period of lower prices. I haven't looked at this in ages, so that one is very meaningful. So cold, close to breaking out. Again, I'm not going to show the chart here, but again, together with oil, I think coal could be a good play 2026. We've been close to the decent time frame breakouts for a few months now, but it hasn't been produced. So natural gas, yeah, I looked at it this morning. So yeah. Oh, this is copper. That is not gas. Where is my gas chart? I have it. I know. There it is. So yeah, again, our level for longs were 3.6. Right, big gap, which could be like a contract, rollover thing. So, but it looked bullish, yeah. But as you said, again, I wouldn't be surprised to potentially come all the way down to get to close the gap and then go higher. But we are definitely trending, and you can see here we could do a bit of a copy here to catch the lower end of that uptrend where we broke down, back test, and we grinded, and then finally got back in again. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a test and confirmation of the lower boundary of the uptrend in gas, but I'm not going to place any bets here, by the way, on that, but what is the TTF doing? This, to me, this has to go. Screams blow off top, well, blow off to the downside. All right, we're getting a puke here, so once we see big volume on a candle, that is probably the lows for the TTF. Could that be tomorrow or in a few days? Yeah, we don't exactly know, but yeah. I mean, worst case, of course, and that would be sick, is if we get down to 22. That would also be a prime long-term entry right around here. If we get there. I'm not going to call it, but again, that's like a plan you can have. We're now at 30. That would be completely devastation, and it will most likely find a bottom down here. Mets, what is that? Is that Metcoin? No. Mets, I assume it's the Ramaco, I assume. Oh, let's remove all this stuff here. It's a bit of a... Oh, it has come down hard, man. 60. Ooh, that's a big one. I'm just gonna digest the chart here a little bit. Gap fill. Potentially. Ouch. We did have some... Again, we just removed it, but it's still very clean here. And then we also had one over here. But man, what a... News? No. Okay, strange. I think we're close, right? This, again, if you buy it here Would I be surprised to be higher longer term? No, it's probably not the worst. But I will say, you can see here we have these low-hanging kind of fruits in the middle of it all. Right? This, to me, you can see we are reacting to it perfectly. We even did an intraday backtest there. But, yeah. Would it be better to maybe buy like a double bottom thing? Sure. But, do we have uptrends here that is broken potentially? I'm just trying to... Man, that's an uptrend, right? Well, that broke. That is, you know, never ideal. Right? Can we translate it further out? Yes. Oh, there's a... Oh, that's a hidden one. That's nice. I love that. That's really good. Yes, look at that. Again, same thing as the Japanese, you know, where we had this break to the upside. High impulse, but the hill down after could be devastating. I'm not saying that it will be that way, but interesting one here, right? I do expect, you know, a bounce very shortly. Very shortly, yeah. What is that? That's the August tariff. I'm just trying to gather some sort of like evidence to see if we really have that is quite decent as well. Oh, we have one that we could use here. This is the 2 hourly. Look at the perfect downtrend. Again, sometimes you just need to spend a little time to see, hopefully find something that makes sense, right? Because this, oh, it's good. This is your downtrend, right? As long as we're in there, you basically don't touch it. However, let's say this is the low and we break out. You go long on the break and you have a stop below, right? Maybe down here. Could also be, you know, but you get the idea. When that breaks and you want to get in, that's not the worst place to do it, right? It should be somewhere around, like 16.5, 17, depending on when it happens. That's quite neat, to be honest. Again, don't expect it to just, but it could produce like a move, right? Like a big retrace back to. That's interesting. It might close that gap, you know. So have 13 in mind. If we start to get down to 13 and you see a snapback, then you know that gap fill. So if you get the gap fill and you break out after that, so just be focused here for the next week. This week, whatever happens there, you know, you get. I think you know. Yeah, I think you know. That's interesting, yeah. Yeah, if you're aggressive, you buy that gap fill. For sure, which is like roughly 13. That's one way to do it, of course. But also, again, you could also have the you know, the plan. Let's see what the reaction if we get like a V-shaped thing. We know exactly what to do, right? So, yeah. Oh, we did get the. I'm gonna get back to you, Maxwell. Oh yeah, I remember we talked about that on the last, or the one prior live stream, right? Didn't we? I think we did. Yeah. Man, but we really that good to buy down there? Amazing. Cool. That's really good. I'm a bit proud, to be honest. Again, 99. Cool. That's really good. Again, be a bit, I wouldn't say scared, but if we start to get below here, you know, like 146 or so, this should, that could produce like a further move down. Oh, don't do that. Do not do that. Ooh. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Sorry. All over the place. My bad. Cool. That's good. Yeah, like 100. Yeah, makes sense, right? Cool. This is also technically beautiful. That's really good. The higher high, the back test. But again, short, the next, you know, a bit under pressure here if we get it below that, like 50 or 150, 140, 48 or so. That will produce some down you know, moves to the downside, yeah. The coal commodity, no, not yet. Close, and it has been, you know, close for like a few months now. Oh, SGY, yeah. Ramco. What is that? What's that Ramco thing? Maxwell. Again, I can't remember every, you know. Ramco. Let me know how I can find it. Oh, before. Oh, okay, cool. My bad. Ah, yeah. Fair enough. Okay, cool. Ah, yes. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Yes. It's almost midnight here, so. Oh, it does track. Okay. What does it say here? I'm very sleepy. I could just open my eyes here and read. Okay, cool. Engage in operation development mining to. Okay. Ooh, Surge Energy. What are you doing? What is up? That's very nice, yeah. And why haven't I got an alert? Oh, this one here. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna change. I want the alert to be a little bit higher now. Thank you for mentioning that one. That is really good. Yeah, Surge Energy looks very primed to actually start to move. Breakout here from the longer term downtrend, which is, you can see here, all the way out. Like a funky, immature channel, but it's okay. Once we take out that high from July, that like $8 and above, by all means. That's not too shabby. Again, we have some good vibes here, and this is one, you know, we track on the Substack as well. Oh, we want to be all over this very soon. 7% dividend, long-term hold, a few years. Yes. Yes. And the good thing is we could just have a stop below like 6. Going long at 8, stop at 6. But targeting 14 initially. 22 potentially. Yeah, 22, well, 2022, so. Did I miss anyone here? No, didn't I? Again, just ask any questions. We will be here like... See, we've already spent more than half an hour. I'll be here until 12 midnight, so... And then we have to get some sleep, don't we? We can't stay up all night looking at charts, even though it's really good. SSVV now breaking with Wolfag, so we'll play with strong technical SSV. I know that one. I do. It's the southern. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Again, sometimes I think TradingView is on purposely messing with me because I was confident that I had a... Or did we look at... No, we looked at it yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, I think we did. This looks amazing. Looks absolutely gorgeous. This is from the stop stack, I know that, but it's free. You can easily buy that one here. Wow, that's good. That's really good. I love everything that I see, to be honest. So again, long term, boom, 20 years, downtrend, breakout backtest. Simple stuff, right? Very simple stuff. Break, you know, the backtest is done somewhat accordingly. So again, when do we, again, if we want to play the flag here and get that confirmation, which I think we should do. So maybe I want to recall that statement of buying. It's not the worst thing to do, but getting above 40, yeah, 40, and you have a stop loss at below, just below 30, and you just let it rip. Let it rip. Where could it see resistance? 70 seems like a good point to do this. It's a really good one. I like that one. It's really cool. Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks insane. If you can withstand the volatility that these commodity miners, whatever, they will give you. Again, this could easily do like a 5x. Yeah. I'm just interested in this point here because this is where things started to really get nasty. Right? It was a bit here, but ouch. But yeah, this one could easily be 3-5x with a stop, you know, below where we mentioned. So how this could be done trading wise, I'm just spitballing a little bit here. I wouldn't mind a long here, but if we ought to do it really precisely, we said above 40, stop loss below the last low before the backtest, basically. One target could be, depending on your time frames, you're getting a 2.4 to 1 here, back to the highs up there. But I expect if we get to there, we will have a pullback and break on the 4th, which then all of a sudden opens up for, if not more, right? You're getting 7 to 1 here. If we ought to be really creative, we like to do that. We do have a lot of momentum coming in here. Ah, yes, makes sense, right? That's perfect. But then take the next low. We could also see $3. This could also easily be like a 10x play here. The highs up here, right? I love it. this little bull flag again, it looks really good, so it depends on your time frame, but this bull flag alone, the breakout, takes us to 85. 85, yeah. But to say the least, SSV here, really good risk to reward ratio, no matter which time frame you pick right there. It's nice. Euro as a 6-bagger at 5. Haven't looked at it. And Euro, is that a copper? No. Oh. So you bought it in 2020? In 2020? At 5? Or what? Or at 5? No, I don't understand. Okay. Oh, I'm tired here. I see what you mean now. At 5. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good morning. So yeah, Maxwell, how this is done. I know we're breaking out very shortly, but I would wait. Anything north of like 25 here. Boom. Stop loss below 18. I'm just going to take this one here. I'm not going to take that low because that was, COVID. Yeah. Maybe a little bit lower if you want to play with a bigger stop. But this is just, the default where you don't really have to manage a whole lot. So 7-1. Nice. Do we align with that, whatever that is? The lower end is not perfect. SSV, excuse me. That was a goodie. Euro here. Soon, like 25 and above. Again, you could wait for the all-time high to break, which might be at 26, or 27, 28. No, excuse me. 26, yeah. But oh, Rio Tinto, but okay, yeah. Also not too bad, really. So 3 minutes, guys. I promise you, in 3 minutes I will I will end the stream. So let's have one more question, and then if not, we will just look at the silver close today. Getting close to some resistance on the short, time frames, but we did have some really good price action today. So as long as that stands, whew, oh boy. Bum. And I've gotten like a stream deck, like a panel. That's good. Very cheap compared to what it can do. Who's writing to me now? Oh, okay. It looks like the depth, that part of the resistance. What do you mean, Maxwell? So right now, again with silver, we really like the breakout here. One thing that still is very open. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, for sure. Is that we have the initial impulse, the second. I know it's a shorter one compared to the first, but we could produce that third, you know, lower low or spike low, which will be around 48. That's still open, which would suck, but it's still open. But for now, we are looking at cup and handle breakout. Not too bad. Not too bad. 45 on silver, yeah. Ah, okay. Okay, I see what you do. Yeah, sure. Again, no matter how you frame silver right now, it has basically only bullish setups. It could be a short cup and handle here. It could be a longer bull flag. It could be again where we wind up here. So basically, right now it's looking pretty darn good. When do we start to become a bit worried? You know, at least for that period, is if we start to basically, as you mentioned, I think 45 here, getting below the yellow, that could be really nasty. But that will be overall market smackdown anyways. So if and when we get there, we will be watching. 1 minute past 12 or midnight. It's a pleasure, guys. Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow.